Welcome to the city of brotherly girls.
All right, we have another episode of City Brotherly Gloves. I'm here with the Warrior of Christ, Anthony Garrett, one of the top heavyweights in BKFC. Thank you so much for your time, sir. How did you like Philly? I saw
Yeah.
on Instagram you ran up the steps and you did the whole Philly thing. What'd you think of Knucklemania and being in Philly?
Yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed the city. I had been there, I want to say I was like 20 or 21. So almost 16 years ago, I
Oh
was in
wow.
Philadelphia and we didn't go to the Rocky Steps the first time I went. We were kind of more up. I was in college playing football
Okay.
and we were more up there just to like party and go to someone's like after party at their house. So I didn't get to like look around as much as I did this time, but I really enjoyed it. I mean, obviously it's like a legendary city, and I saw a lot of the historical things, the museum, ran the Rocky Steps, called out Andre
Oh,
Arlovsky,
yeah.
obviously, and I enjoyed the city, enjoyed the people. The locals were really, really awesome, and the Knucklemania was obviously like a movie. It was incredible.
You
Yeah.
can you can be honest about the locals though. I'm one of the locals. I'm only kidding with you.
No, I dude, I went and got my haircut at Branded Barbershop.
Okay.
It's right near the arena near my
Yeah.
hotel was. I was at the Holiday Inn on Penrose,
Okay.
and the chick that cut my hair was awesome. The desk girl Dana was incredible. The girl that cut my hair's mom came in. They pointed me in all the right directions on where to eat, where to go.
Where'd you eat
Yeah, I
at?
mean, I have no problem with people. Yeah, people in Philly. I went to like Skinny's, Penrose Restaurant. There was another, I cannot remember the damn name of it. Another Philly cheesesteak place that Quentin Gaskins and I rode up to.
Was it
It was
Geno's
like
or Pat?
25 minutes away from the arena.
Geno's or Pat's?
Huh?
Pat's or Geno's? Is that one of them? Pat.
No, neither.
Okay.
Damn light.
Yeah.
And then what's it called? Chickies and Pete's or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I went there. I mean, they were telling me where to go, man. I had at least like four different cheese sticks. I don't remember where they all were from, but they were all really good.
Skinny Joey's is real good. Chicky and Pete's, you get the crab fries. You gotta get the crab fries at Chickies.
The one of the people I went with got them, and she
Yeah.
looked like she was like had been eating them. Yeah, I don't. I'm not a big fan of like crab, but they
Yeah.
looked good. Yeah.
Where in Texas are you from?
Well, I'm originally from Kansas City. Yeah, originally I'm from Kansas City, but I'm in Dallas, Texas now.
What did you think
Yeah.
of the main event, Arlovsky and Rothwell? I know you're eyeing that up. What did
Uh,
you think of the performance?
Man, yeah, Pitbull looked like he had really fine-tuned some things since the Josh Copeland fight in Texas. Because I was on that card, and I even told him at weigh-ins, I said, not that impressive. He and I had kind of like a handshake confrontation at the post-fight press conference in Texas, and I mean, he showed his grit and his expertise against Ben in Philly for sure. I mean, he looked sharp, he looked faster, he looked strong, and I think he was in Ben's head. I don't know if he would like do that well against everyone, but he was. I mean, you saw the fight. He was in
Yeah.
Ben's head. Ben was all hesitant and loopy and feeling weird. He looked off to me from the Ben I know, and even talking to Ben at weigh-ins,
Yeah.
he seemed off. He just seemed a little out of whack, and I could tell Andre was in his head from those two losses before.
Is that kind of
So
how you
yeah.
saw it going, or would you have predicted Arlovsky beforehand or no?
No, I was predicting Ben by knockout like early, or
Wow.
I was thinking Andre would win. I think Andre. I was predicting Andre to win if it went to the later rounds because
Yeah.
Andre is tough. He's
Yeah.
fucking. He's been around forever, but Ben Roth was tough too. But I mean, my prediction looked accurate because, as you saw, Ben just kept going for that one
Yeah.
huge punch and wasn't really trying to mix it up and throw combos. And he kept stalling, and it was throwing him off. And Andre just looked slick. He looked on point. He was not just throwing fast, but heavy. and a lot of good combinations. He was racking up points left and right. So
Seems to
wasn't
be like,
expecting it, obviously,
wow.
but great win. Yeah, great win for him. Yeah.
And he seemed like he lulled Ben to sleep, exactly to your point. Ben looking for that one shot, and
Mhm.
Arlovsky's slick.
Yep.
And then he even before I was at the press conference on Thursday, and
Mhm.
Arlovsky just seemed to like not even care. Like in a way that in a
No, yeah.
like he's just chilling,
Yeah.
laid back. He's not talking to anybody. It's almost looked like he's borderline
Mhm.
falling asleep. Like to him, it was like, all right, just another one of many fights. And Rothwell, it
Yeah.
seemed he's putting that on his shoulders, like the put a lot of pressure on himself.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
probably.
He was way too stressed out. Yeah.
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 Were you?
You can't fight Andre like that at all.
No, no. Don't give it.
Mhm.
Don't give your game plan away because you're going to be his next opponent. But do you see some things in his
Yeah.
game that you can exploit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pitbull. Oh yeah. 100%. I mean, if using, because I'm fast for a big guy. Like if I obviously don't like, I can't fight him like I fought Parker Porter, but I took that fight on short notice, and I mean it was like 6 days before I found out when I was going to fight him, and I just kind of said fuck it and just wanted to show up and show out because it was the last fight of the year. That's not how I normally fight, but if I fought anyone like I fought LeVar Johnson in LA for that 12-second knockout, just speed, moving, counter punching with throwing combos and vicious intent. I mean, I put LeVar Johnson down. He was a world champion for Valor, the UFC fucking almost I want to say he's a legend, but he was really good in the UFC. Like he was a talented fighter back in the day. But if I fought anyone like that, I could put their lights out. And that's what I'm trying to give Andre is, some kind of excitement. Like, yes, he should fight Perdomo next because Perdomo's earned it. And then obviously Parker Porter has earned it as well by, edging out that victory against me. But if he wants kind of like that big hype fight besides Perdomo, the guy with the fastest heavyweight knockout ever, me,
Ew.
in 12 seconds, that could be exciting for him. Yeah, I mean, I made a post about the running up those Rocky steps, and he shared it.
Yeah.
He was curious about me for at least 10 to 12 hours, and then it was really funny. I made another post and then he took it all down because I was like, "Oh, I bet your manager or someone jumped your ass for you know
Yeah.
sharing another fighter's stories like that when he's calling you out." But when I talk to Andre, that's the kind of guy he is. I don't think he gives a fuck. I'm
No.
not afraid of him. He's not afraid of me. Yeah, he does. Yeah, and I do like his attitude. I respect it.
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't think he deserved the title shot, but he fucking made the best of the situation and shut everyone, including my mouth, up by beating Ben's ass. I mean, I love you, Ben Rothwell, but you got worked, and you got worked. Ben will get better, and I could always be Ben's comeback fight too when he's ready to
Yeah.
come back. There's a lot of big opportunities moving forward, and I do see really fun, bright, exciting things for myself and the BKFC this year. So I think it's going to be a really good year for everybody.
Anything on the radar for you? Like be maybe Hollywood or any cards coming. Don't announce anything you're not allowed, obviously, but anything on
Yeah.
the radar that's coming.
I can talk about the rumors I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard they might be coming to Texas
Okay.
again, like soon
Yeah.
in the next couple of months, whether it be Houston or Dallas. Obviously, that's why I've been told the rumors probably to be ready for that because that's what they're going to use me for. I'd love to fight Andre, but I don't think that's fully in the making right now because they're going to want to use me. Unless Andre wants to come back to Texas, he fought here once. I'd love to fight him again, or not fight him again, but fight him here in Texas and have him come here again. But I have a feeling I'll end up fighting probably here in Texas or maybe like in California a little bit down
Okay.
the road. I don't see them putting me on the Hollywood, Florida card unless it's to fight Perdomo, but would only be fighting Perdomo if he's not getting the title shot, which I would love to leapfrog him, but he's, as we all know, Perdomo's earned it with 10 wins. So, yeah, probably Texas if the rumors are true, which I hope they are. I'd love to fight here again. It was when I fought at the Dickies Arena, it was over 15,000 people. It was
Oh, it's, yeah.
almost as good as Knucklemania, as loud as it was. Yeah, it was crazy.
It was that was a great card too. Yourself, and that was Bonner Soto, right?
Yeah,
And Petrosky.
yeah.
Banger
That
card.
first fight between them was better than this one. Yeah, it was better than the one at Knucklemania.
It was a little bit more
God, that
technical.
was that was yeah, it was electric. Yeah, the one in Texas. Yeah, but yeah, the fight at Knucklemania was like I think they respected each other enough that they kept it technical and
Yeah.
was like, "Ooh, I don't want to get fucked up like we did in Texas."
Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah.
It's similar to
Mhm.
you and Porter when you came in on short notice, but even about that Porter fight, that's a all-time like classic. Like you put him down 3 times. You're known for
Oh yeah.
first knock,
Uh-huh.
I just watching that fight, I'm like, it's in the bag. I'm like, it's over with. That
Yeah.
was a classic. That was
I thought
all.
I kind of blew my load like throwing that heat after I broke my finger and hand.
Yeah.
And I kept hitting him. I felt it break more and more and more. And I definitely like kind of had like I wasn't my cardio is great, don't get me wrong, but I definitely had an adrenaline dump
Yeah.
when I knocked him down that third time.
Thought it was over.
Yeah, I was kind of like, oh, I think it's over. And I was like, oh fuck, no, it's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't train for that shit. You kind of got to. I think next time I get a knockdown, I just need to stay focused and be like, no, he's gonna. If I fight him again, I'm like, no, he's getting up. It's not even fucking close. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got to remember how. And it's a huge, huge compliment to Parker Porter. He's fucking tough.
Oh yeah.
He's legitly tough. Like I hit him with the same shots I dropped Hayes Wilson and LeVar Johnson with, and he was like dizzy as fuck, but he was like, I'm still here. I'm
Yeah.
still here. Yeah. It was really good. It was really fun though. I'd love to do it again with him. I'm sure we will fight down the road. So
Yeah.
you guys are probably going to see Parker Porter versus Anthony Garrett too. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that needs to happen after the first fight. And you get a full camp too, right?
Mhm.
You need a full camp. What
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah. We both get a full camp for that. It'd probably be even more electric, and I think it would go longer too, which
really?
would be just exciting for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah, yeah. I think if you took me and him and gave us a full fight camp, um, I think it'd go probably third or fourth round. We'd both
Really?
be bruised, bleeding, a little broken. But yeah, dude, he's too tough. And I only like was slowly getting up because my fucking finger. My finger's still swollen a little crooked. I'm going through
Jeez.
rehab right now. That's how bad I broke it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I went back and watched the fights, I realized what I did. Like I was parrying a little open handed, and then I hit him, and he kind of jammed, like because he was shorter, obviously trying to get it on the inside. And I think that's when my knuckle caught weird, and it snapped it this way. And then I broke it. I broke my fist because I couldn't close it all the way. I broke it up here
Yeah.
too because I couldn't close my fist on the punches. So yeah, that's my fault though. That's what I mean about more of like a fight camp though, is
Yeah.
if I could understand his height and range better. Because I was getting ready for Chase Gormley, who's a lot taller,
Yeah.
and he's no offense, Chase, love you to death. He's a little slower than Parker Porter.
Yeah.
So I wasn't prepared for that, getting in there movement.
Similar to the co-main of Knucklemania with Mundell stepping in against Hunt. He stepped in on a week's notice.
Yeah.
Up
Man,
like-
I heard a lot of rumors. Yeah, I heard a lot of rumors, and Mundell confirmed it in a post he made. I had heard at weigh-ins that he blew his knee. I was hearing that little rumors that he had hurt himself, and man, I don't know if he. I mean, I'm glad he's okay, but that's iffy to fight Lorenzo with a bum knee. I mean, he's fucking tough and huge testament to him. But man, I mean, I don't think anybody would have dishonored him if he would have just been like, I blew my knee. I don't know if that's smart. It's a huge opportunity, and obviously he did well for what happened. But I hope he's all right. I hope there's no underlying problems from how he got hit because Lorenzo dropped him. That was a huge punch.
Vicious. Right down the pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it happened. It was good for the Knucklemania.
Yeah. Now, as one of the top guys in BKFC yourself, any of the young guys that you've seen, like any of the local Philadelphia guys, impress you at all on the undercard or anything?
I mean, I would undercard wise, I think everything was pretty pretty damn good as well. I mean, it didn't feel like an undercard because it was
No.
Knucklemania, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, the cannoli's fucking amazing, even though he wasn't the undercard. He's a local boy.
Yep.
I first met him in Texas. Him and Patrick Brady were here for that. And then it was sad to see Brady retire.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he went out the way he wanted to go.
Yeah.
And mad props and respect to him for doing it that way. That's somebody I'd like to fight is Bear Hill. I would love to fight him. I did want to fight Patrick Brady. I've said that before. That was more out of respect, like a call out to him.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can always come back to Philly and train with him. That's good enough too. I'm sure he'd have me at his gym. How do you say his name? Ludlow or Ludlow?
Yeah, Lex Ludlow.
The guy who beat Zach.
Yeah, Zach Kalmus. Yeah, Lex Ludlow.
He looked really good, even though he's the he's the most hated man in combat sports. Apparently, I don't hate him. He looked good.
Yeah.
He did a good job. But I was most impressed overall. Not a local guy. He beat a local guy, unfortunately, but Crazy Horse.
Yeah, Charles Bennett.
That was insane. That was insane for him to be on like a 20-fight losing streak and, get that guy like he did at Knucklemania. That was that one. Besides the last, obviously, the main 5 or 4 fights, that one sticks on my head the most.
Yeah.
He looked clean, man. He looked good.
Looked real good.
For how old he is, too. Isn't he like in his 40s?
And Sullivan was a
I think he's in his 40s.
1,100 favorite. Yeah, you could.
So I hope somebody made some money off that.
Yeah, I hope they sign him to a deal, felony. Why not? Like,
I think they should. Yeah,
entertaining guy, good B-side. Why not? But you could always,
100%.
you could always link up with. In Philly, there's a really good gym. They just opened it up. It's called the Forge. Have you heard of the Forge at all?
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, I heard about like from like 3 different dudes while I was in town.
Yeah, that's Pat.
Yeah,
Lex.
That's a good place.
Chris and Kyle Dawkins. Yeah, like in Philadelphia, that's one like the gyms. I'm sure they would welcome you with those ones, but that could be a great spot.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, with Brady retired now, they'd be like, yes, please come train a little bit. Yeah,
1,000%.
Yeah. I'll have to pop up there and do that one day. That sounds pretty fun.
For sure. What's your training looking like right now? Like no official fight scheduled or anything like that. Not in camp. But what are you doing day-to-day training wise?
A lot of like shadow boxing, weighted punches, because I can hold things with my hand. I just can't hit yet. I'm not cleared to hit for another like 11 days. No, I can't hit a bag or mitts or spar yet. But I've been running, shadow boxing, obviously weightlifting, a lot of mental work, if that makes sense. And then I'm trying to. I think I locked down a gym I'm finally going to train at here in Dallas because I've talked about in other interviews. This whole BKFC career, I've been gymless and I've been mitt holderless and I've been coachless.
Wow.
I just had my best friend Deshaun Hammonds from Kansas City corner me, and if you go back and watch some of my earlier fights, I had my ex-girlfriend corner me, kind of just for moral support, obviously, and they both do really good jobs. But like I'm not with my ex anymore. And my best friend Deshaun lives in KC, so we can't. He knows how to hold mitts, but we can't work out together. We can't train together, and I've been doing it solo this whole time. So 3-1 was ranked at one point and fastest heavyweight knockout ever, all on my own. So
that's pretty. Yeah, crazy.
I think once I find a home down here, which I think I found a place called Dallas. Yeah, Dallas Fight Club. Though I think they're going to be that little icing on the cake that I need to. Not lose again and then fight for the belt eventually.
For sure. Now I know you because you were on the Missouri regional scene and then MMA, now BKFC. Does training at all change, like depending on what discipline that you're in?
I mean, besides sparring, I wear MMA gloves or no gloves when I'm like hitting the bag or hitting mitts because I need my wrist strong, my knuckles strong, my hands strong, my fist. I still do like wrestling and like some Muay Thai, but I don't do jiu-jitsu at all because there's no reason to defend submissions or go for submissions in bare knuckle. It's more positioning with wrestling, like pushing the head down and practicing uppercuts or the angles that you can get from, Muay Thai and MMA and just regular boxing. Yeah, I would say I haven't rolled like in jiu-jitsu for probably like almost a year now.
Wow.
Yeah, because there's no reason. I mean, I don't want to be a dick to Mundell, but I heard that's how he got hurt was
Really?
jiu-jitsu practice. Like, why are you rolling?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're about to fight Lorenzo Hunt, like, cool, it's good cardio, but you know what's good cardio too? Fucking sprint work. Just no
Yeah.
offense, like he knows better. He made a mistake, and I'm glad he's okay, but he definitely paid for that mistake. But yeah, when I do the wrestling work, I tell my buddies, I'm like, don't take me down. I'm not going to take you down. It's just upper body clinch work. Tire each other's arms out and then go punch a bag or spar. And that's what I was doing for these fights was I was gym hopping.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you know, like heavyweights, like I'm sure Patrick Brady can contest to this up in Philly. It's really hard to find solid training partners because guys that are big too, that are not good, will run from you because they're kind of soft. So I've been in Dallas for 4 years and I have never been able to find a steady heavyweight training partner. And all these guys talk. They're like, "Oh man, I'll spar with you and I'll work with you." And then the moment it comes, I kick their ass one time, and they never come back.
Yeah.
I won't say names, but there's some big name dudes, UFC guys, PFL guys, a guy that fought on BKFC one time. He got fucking knocked the fuck out. I've sparred him. He ran with a little tail between his legs because they don't like to work hard.
Yeah.
And they don't like the grit and toughness that I'll be like, no, we're not going to do 3 rounds. We're going to do 5 rounds or 6 rounds or 7 rounds. So I'm getting ready for a fight. I like to take this seriously. And I think it's an ego thing where they don't like to look bad. It's kind of weird. But like I was saying at this Dallas Fight Club, I think I found what I need and some gung-ho fighters, boxers, and a coach that's going to be able to help me fine-tune everything I need. So definitely, really, once my hands fully healed, like I'm super excited to get in there and get everything figured out.
Any other BKFC fighters at that gym?
No, not at the Dallas Fight Club. No, it's all amateur boxers, pro boxers, and they do a little bit of like kickboxing, I think, and then they do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. Which I think with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys, I'll go, like I said, work the clinching with them, and then the boxers, I'll just get that boxing work in and explain to them, especially when I'm close to the fight, like, I'm not going to hurt you, but let me grab you and move you a little bit like we can do in BKFC. And I think if I help them enough, they'll help me, obviously.
For sure. What do you think? Something I noticed is
Yeah.
like before not myself personally, but other people will watch BKFC and think because it is like going back to the 1800s, it's bare knuckle boxing. But it seems like it seems like the best fighters in BKFC come from an MMA base.
I mean, if you think about it, with the way you can dirty box in BKFC is, and the fact that a boxer is obviously going to be terrified to get grabbed like this and uppercutted.
Yeah.
They use that boxing. Yeah, the boxing footwork gets them in sometimes too deep or the wrong angle. That you're going to get fucked up.
Yeah.
You can get grabbed, underhooked, punched in the face. Like the cannoli, took Kane down and fucking hit him hit him from the side. A boxer is going to get fucked up. Like a pure boxer is going to get fucked up doing that. But an MMA fighter who is aware of the clinching, the striking, or even the angles of throwing kicks, knees and elbows, and we can throw punches off of those, I think that's what helps us translate so much better. Yeah. I mean, I would put me, Parker Porter, Perdomo, Andre, Big Ben, Patrick Brady. I'd put us all against any top level pro boxer right now. And I guarantee you, in BKFC only, I guarantee we beat them in bare knuckle. Like, I'm talking like Tyson Fury. I'm talking Usyk. I'm talking, obviously, Deontay Wilder. I think we would fucking kill him. He has no idea how to clinch fight. But I think we would destroy those guys in bare knuckle. I mean, it's just because of the angles and the openings that we know and they don't. So
Yeah,
I think that's what like helps us the most is knowing what's around and knowing what can happen, especially with the clinch work is our keys and our keys to victory for sure.
for sure. And it's there's a purity to it like boxing, but to your point, it's punching out of the clinch,
Mhm.
dirty boxing. I notice a lot of traditional boxers too will
Yep.
kind of lean with their head. And if they don't have good
Yep.
head movement too, but the head movement even of a
Yeah.
boxer may hurt you a little bit in BKFC too, because then you can get caught that way,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. If you get clipped or even a cut, like you imagine a good like Mayweather move and he gets his cheek grazed,
Yeah,
split open.
yeah,
Yeah, you got to be aware of all that stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Now, the one thing I wanted to ask you for sure is, so I'm a brother in Christ as well. Where did the Warrior
Yeah.
of Christ nickname come in? How did you get that? What was the story behind that?
Yeah, so I've talked about it I think like once or twice on interviews. I went through like a really really bad situation with my daughter. She was born in Kansas and I was engaged to her mother at the time and obviously things didn't work out. So I broke the engagement off and I moved out but I didn't leave my daughter. I moved like 4 blocks down the street and was living in the basement of a friend and I was coming over like literally every day to check on my daughter, to see my daughter, to play with my daughter, to make sure the mother didn't need anything, or if she did, I'd help her. And then she got the bright idea to, move to Texas, and I didn't know how to like fight it properly and how to like say no, and I just wanted my daughter to be safe. So they kind of up and left one day, and I had always assumed that either they were going to come back or I was going to move down there like I am now. But it all happened. And obviously, the shittiest thing in the world happened was COVID hit, and we all didn't know that was coming. So during COVID, with the travel restrictions, and this is no knock on her, we were younger and stupider, but my baby mama used COVID as a reason for me not to come visit. I promised I would get tested. I said I would drive down with my dad. He would get tested. We would show you the tests. We would get tested before we come around Lucy, my daughter. No, 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 no. She's in the medical field. She's a nurse practitioner. So she used every terminology imaginable, being like, it's not worth the risk. It's just blah, 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 blah. So I went 14 months without seeing my daughter. And obviously, you could imagine how dark that gets. She's growing up without me saying her first words, without me walking for her first steps, without me, because she was 7 months old when she left. And I've said it before, and it's the sickest thing to backtrack. She took my daughter on Father's Day. So you could imagine the mental fuck I had on actual Father's Day. Like she put her in the car, left with her parents, and I was like, that if that's not vindictiveness and pettiness, I don't know what is. And her favorite line was, "You left us." And I'm like, no, 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 no. I left you. I have never, will never leave my daughter. So things got really dark, obviously. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I never wanted to cause any damage or violence, but obviously I wanted to hurt myself. And as a normal human and a man, realizing, first of all, I shouldn't be having these thoughts. I shouldn't be thinking this way. I shouldn't be feeling this way. I checked myself into a hospital at KU Med in Kansas, and oh man, I was in there for a fucking week, and they put me on the scariest medications imaginable, and obviously they kept telling me, well, you needed to titrate up. It's going to get better in time. But if you have severe suicidal thoughts, we need to take you off the meds. We have to titrate off of them. And I was just like, well, this fucking sucks. This is scary. Like, I didn't know it was going to be like this. So, um, you know, it was some like, I can't remember the name. It was an SSRI, which is a psych med for depression and anxiety. And I was actually diagnosed with major depression and PTSD. Now, my PTSD comes from my childhood. I had some very traumatic things happen growing up, but that's not what caused me to check myself in. It was the PTSD of the day my daughter was in the car and drove off, I would have literally, it's like a movie playing. Like I was there again, or I would see a little girl that reminded me of my daughter, and I would like almost like shut down. Like my heart rate would pick up. I would not be able to work. I wasn't able to like train. I wasn't able to do anything. And my stupid self too was fighting the whole time. I was fighting for Bellator, LFA, Cage Fury, losing most of them, but winning a few every now and then. So I was like, oh, well, I won that one. So let's go try Bellator against, I fought, I tried to fight Davion Franklin, and I fought Jake Hager, and had a no contest, had to pull out because I caught COVID when I was supposed to fight Davion. But then I fought guys like Marcelio Nunez and Jordan Heiderman, Niall Bartling, who all been in PFL and UFC, and did well on the stand up. But then once I got taken down and that uncomfortableness set in, I kind of shit the bed because I was, first of all, on SSRIs and psych meds. I shouldn't have been fighting, and I didn't know that. And then also my head was all fucked up too from the PTSD. But so as I said, when you're on those meds, things can get worse with those meds. So I was fresh out of the hospital, and I was coming off one med and coming on another one, and things were not getting better. So I fell asleep thinking about, myself, offing myself. Never had a full plan, or obviously never made an attempt, but it was in my head. I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. The classic line a lot of people say when they're hurting like that. And I remember falling asleep. And one of the things I learned in the hospital was holding ice cubes or splashing cold water on my face as a grounding technique. So I woke up and my bedroom door was wide open. Mind you, I was staying at a friend's house in the basement. So it was like a finished basement, had a bathroom and a little baby kitchen and living room. It was a cool little spot. But I wake up, my door's open. I remember closing it. I can see a light on in the hallway, and I get up to go check, and the bathroom door is wide open, lights on. I can hear the water running. So I walk down the hallway, and I'm slow. I'm nervous. I'm like, did someone break in? Is my friend down here? Like, what's going on? And I look in the bathroom, lights on, water's pouring in the faucet, like almost like dramatically pouring. And it's fogging up the mirrors. It's hot. It's so hot. It's not boiling, but it's hot water. And I do the same thing I always did, which was dunk both hands in and then splash it on my face. But once I dunked my hands in, the water was ice cold. And I splashed my face without even thinking about it. And I look up, and the fog's gone. I was grounded because of the cold. And then I look to my right, like this side of the mirror, my right side, and I see Jesus Christ looking at me with like these piercing, like yellowy green eyes. And he smiles and he says, everything's going to be okay. And I instantly woke up in my bedroom, door was closed, tears running down my face. And ever since then, it was like, I don't know. And I don't want to knock the medical industry because they saved my life, but I came off the meds. I didn't need the meds anymore. And I just started reading the Bible. And like I'm getting a little emotional now because like literally he 100% saved my life. I mean, it's you talk to anyone who's taken those things, you come off that stuff, it's terrifying. It's scary. You have the shakes, the shudders, you feel like you're gonna fucking die. But for some reason, opening the Bible, and I'm getting goosebumps right now. Opening the Bible and reading prayers and psalms and passages, the book of John and the book of Matthew and all that stuff, completely like I didn't need it. It's like ripping the Band-Aid off that the meds were, and I didn't need any of it anymore. And all I do now is when I think anything negative, I pray, like swear to God, I will literally, like if I get nervous or if I get worried or stressed, in my brain, I go, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and everything's going to be okay. And then gone. Walking out to fight LeVar Johnson in LA. the whole time down the ramp, nervous as fuck, taking that fight on 3 days' notice. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Everything's going to be okay. You're here for a reason. God is good. God is with me. Jesus will protect me and LeVar. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a good fight. And then 12-second knockout. Walking down the ramp to Hayes Wilson, walking down the ramp to John Orr, my first fight, walking down the ramp to Parker Porter. It's the same thing. Instead of getting nervous anymore, because I used to get nervous for my fights, it's prayer and remembering he's right there on my shoulder, and I'm good. I'm good. And I tell everyone that if you're worried, you're stressed, you're angry, you're depressed, you're going through it, just open the Bible, and I promise you, you're going to feel better. And I've helped under the table because I don't like to post about it or share it. I have helped so many people, guys that I looked up to that were like my big brothers in the fight game back in KC, millionaires, billionaires, guys you have probably talked to for BKFC, some of the higher up guys, help them like look for Jesus, find Jesus, where to start, where to go, what to do, spreading the gospel, everything. It's helped me and so many people. So my original nickname before that was Lionheart because it was given to me by one of my teammates. And then after that dream, I said, no more Lionheart, no more acting immature or cocky or annoying like some fighters do. It's Jesus Christ and fighting, and that's all I'm going to do. And that's all I do now. Obviously, I wear Jesus saves, and I'm probably going to do, I think Jesus is King on my next fight shorts, and just keep spreading the gospel and keep spreading the good news that Jesus Christ bled for our sins, and he's here to save me, you, and everybody watching and everyone in the world. So that's where it came from. Yeah. And the cool thing, the blessing is, yeah, my daughter loves Jesus so much. It makes me cry sometimes. I mean, she's read an entire kid's Bible to me on FaceTime. Like it's emotional. It's amazing. And I thank her mother for that one too, because she's obviously with her mom more than me. And her mother is that's the one thing we have in common. Her mom and I love Jesus and love her. And that's about it though. But yeah, it's what I plan to do the rest of my life. I mean, maybe when I retire, I might become a pastor or a preacher, when I'm old and gray.
I'll be at your
Yeah.
service. You got my word. I'll be at your service.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thanks so much for sharing that story. That's really inspirational. I think it's going to affect a lot of people too, the people that are watching it, and casino warrior like
Yeah.
yourself speak about the
Yeah.
Lord. It'll open up a lot of people's eyes, especially in our times today.
Mhm.
Now, did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. And I've had friends, I don't talk about it a lot, but I've had friends kill themselves, and knowing that can happen to any of us, like it's like Patty the Batty has said, we need to talk. Like guys need to talk about it. Guys need to go get help. And I wish Patty would say it too. Just open the Bible. Open the Bible and read it, and you'll find out why men are here and what men are for. It tells you in the Bible. We are the tougher ones. No offense to you ladies. We are the tougher ones. We are the ones that have to provide and support and not get loved unconditionally. But that's what God designed us for. That's our divine purpose in life, is to be the provider and protector. He made us that way. And I think when men start realizing that, I think the suicide rate will go down. And I think if they just turn to Christ and know that he's with you, I think the suicide rate would really, 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 really go down, and know that you can be forgiven by just accepting him in your heart and knowing he bled for your sins and died for us. I mean, God, man, it's what, over 15,000 documentations that he was a real person. It's insane, like historical evidence. He was real, and he did, in fact, die for our sins. Yeah. Yeah.
And I was talking to a buddy the other day about this actually. And I seen this, I forget where I seen this, but Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, I'm sure you've seen it. All them historical figures.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
have, 3 to 4 manuscripts written 100 years, 200 years
Yep.
after their death. We have secular
Mhm.
texts, Josephus, these Roman scholars of the time
Mhm.
wrote about him. I think his
Yep.
existence is non-disputable. where people where
Yeah, it's
Christianity,
impossible to
yeah,
dispute it.
it's not
Yeah.
it's a fact that he existed and walked. I think the thing is where
Yeah.
Christianity is, do you believe he rose? Do you believe that he resurrected? That's like our faith, you
Yeah.
know.
If he was really the son of God. Yeah.
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 That's what it falls on.
Well, that's the myth. That's what I would say is the mystery of faith. And that is what you have to believe in to be fully saved. You
100%.
know, because on the day of judgment, yeah, on the day of judgment, Jesus is going to look at you and know your heart. And he's either going to say, I know you or I don't know you. And because you can't hide from it in the end. There's no way to hide from it. So I mean, everyone's going to have their own journey with him, but you have to seek him to find, you know, that the classic line. You have to seek him to find. And I think if people just, like I said, open the Bible and seek him a little bit, he's going to come right to you because he's always with you. Whether you want him to be or not, he's not going to leave you. That's the whole principle of it. Like, have you read the Footprints in the Sand prayer?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, it's probably my favorite prayer ever. And I swear to you, I've had a second testimony um recently about it where it's so there's a man walking on a beach with Jesus and he's looking at his life and he looks back to the good times and there's two pairs of footprints in the sand. And he's looking back at the hardest times in his life when he almost died, almost committed suicide, was kicked out of his apartment, was homeless, was poor, whatever, mind you, whatever they're going through. And he only sees one print of footprints in the sand. And he looks at Jesus and he's crying and he goes, Jesus, you said you're never going to leave me. You said you're always going to be there for me. You said that. He grabs him and crying. You said you'd always be there for me. And Jesus stops him and goes, my son, I have never left you. I will never leave you. That single footprint, those two steps at the darkest times in your life when the storm was the heaviest, that was when I carried you. I have never left you. And it just, oh my God, when I read that prayer, it like, you have to look it up. It has an actual like it's like about a page long. It's a wonderful prayer. My mom has it in her bedroom on the wall, and I want it. I want the plaque that she has, but she's like, no, that's mine. You can have it when I go. And I'm like, all right, that's put that in your will because that one's mine.
As soon as you were saying that, I thought about it. My grandmother has the same plaque.
Yeah, it's an old,
Yeah.
old prayer. It's wonderful though. Yeah, it's like it's like a classic one. But I like, and I've never said this before, but like, and I mean it when I say this, I'm not a perfect Christian. I'm not at all even fucking close. Only Jesus was perfect. He lived a perfect life and died for us. I fuck up all the time, even though like, and I've never said this on any interview, but man, it's starting to bug me a little bit. And I'll talk to them back. I get razzed. I get harassed. I get bugged on Instagram so bad by people because I have over 10,000 followers now. So people are like, I think people just do it to annoy me or try to. And I giggle at it, but I tell them on repeat, I'm like, I'm not better than you because I post about Jesus Christ. I don't think I'm better than you. I'm probably worse than you. I'm just trying to save my soul and I'm trying to save others if I can because I fuck up all the time. I promise you, all the time. But I try really, really, really hard. And there was a point, and it's not a knock on her. My ex was an amazing, wonderful woman. She just was a lot younger than me. And during when I was dating her, I drifted away from Jesus a little bit. And it wasn't meaningful on either side. It just happened that way. And I broke up with her and things got a little depressing again. And I had a second dream where I saw Jesus and I knew where it came from. It was 100% the footprints in the sand. I was on a beach in the dream and I was walking by myself though. And I looked down the shoreline and same person I saw in the mirror that night, years and years and years ago, Jesus, he's just standing there watching the waves. And I come over to and I'm like, hey. And he's like, hey. where have you been? And I was like, yeah, I wasn't even looking for you. I know you've been with me the whole time. That's why you're here in my dream, but I haven't been looking for you, and I'm sorry. And I said, can you forgive me? And he touched me on the chest. He goes, you've already been forgiven, my son. And it was really weird. It was almost like cryptic. I had to look it up in the Bible to find out what it was, because I swear to God, I'd never read it before. Why his hand was on my chest, he said, I need you to set the world on fire with my word, and it should already be burning. And I looked it up, and there's a psalm in the New Testament that says, the world, or I came to set the world on fire, it should already be burning. And it was talking about of the word of Jesus Christ and the truth. And I was like, okay, if that's not a freaking message to, keep doing what I'm doing, I don't know what else was. And I was like, okay, so I am going to rep him. I thought to myself after I woke up, I said, I'm going to rep him even more. I'm going to talk about it even more. I am going to become a pastor one day when I'm done fighting. I'd love to be a coach, own a gym, and be a pastor all in one when I get old. And I'm like, it's kind of like a cool feeling to be told in a dream that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and you're on the right path, and kind of just, stop being stupid, but keep doing it. I was like, that was a chill dream, chill moment. I was like, all right, it's, it feels good to know that I'm doing the right thing, like I said. And, fighting is my right path. It is my passion. Thank you, David Feldman, and the BKFC for letting me live out my dream and I guess after that dream, my divine mission. And, I'm always going to rep, Jesus Christ. I mean, he's on my shirt right now. It says Jesus is Lord. So,
grow up Christian? Like, did you have a Christian background as a kid and everything like that?
Yeah, I was baptized Roman Catholic. And I grew up, I would say, and it's no knock on my parents. I love my mom and dad, obviously, but we stopped going to church when they split up. Like, we used to go to church every Sunday, and then it's a sad situation, but my grandmother on my dad's side, his mother got murdered. She was running a gas station, and she got shot. The guy killed her for whatever was in the fucking register. It was terrible. I was in second grade. No, I was in first grade. Sorry. And the sad thing was, and it's not a knock on my parents because they're parents. They're, everyone makes mistakes. They're wonderful people. My mom's amazing. My dad's awesome. But because of, and they didn't know, who cares? I turned out fine. But because of the violent video games I played and the violent movies I watched, like I watched fucking Chucky and It and Freddy Krueger and Jason and played Mortal Kombat, I knew what death was and I knew what murder was. So it was a weird situation being in first grade, knowing my grandmother got murdered. And then shortly after that, my parents split for a very long time. And I love them both, and I hope they don't get upset with me for saying this because it does make me sad. I have never been to church with either of them since. And as you can tell, I'm very religious, and that it does hurt. It hurts really bad. And I'm sorry, Mom, if this upsets you, but I would love to go to church with her. I'd love to go to church with my dad. They're in a good situation together now. It would be awesome to go with them as a group again. Because I go to church all the time, or I watch it online if I'm too, and God's met me for that too, I'm sure. If I'm too busy, I watch it online. But, sometimes life gets in the way, as we all know. But yeah, it was weird to be raised that way. And then once they split, it was like late in the year when I was in first grade. It was like, no more Jesus, no more God. I had to go find him myself. There was a Christian church across the street from a house we moved into when my parents split that I just found my way over there. I started going to services. I started helping with them at their food drives, their pancake breakfast, their toy like drives, I worked the dunk tank at their little festivals. Like I was the one that went in the water, like, and got dunked. And I had to go find them on my own, if that makes sense. So yeah. You could say a tiny bit raised, but then the rest of the time it was all all me and him, and finding them, and he was helping me. Yeah.
That's similar to me too. I'm Catholic, but I started off CCD, public
Yeah.
school, Catholic. And then I actually went to a Christian
Hmm.
my last 2 years of high school I played basketball, and like the school in this area that's good with basketball is this Christian school. So I went there for 2 years,
Yeah.
and I went to a Christian Bible college as well. And believe it or not, the
Hmm.
Bible college, it was non-denominational Christian, but lean Baptist.
Yeah.
And to be
Yeah.
honest, it turned me away from Christ. It turned me, and it was
Oh, I could see that. I think I was thinking you were going to say that.
turned me away. And it's to the point. The reason I say that I'm bringing this up to you is because it's kind of like what you said, where I got this notion that like I thought people were perfect, and I'm not perfect. I'm fallible.
Hmm.
I have sin. I sin every day.
Yeah.
You fall, you get back up. But it seemed like a lot of the
Hmm.
professors were holier than thou, asking me, "Are you saved?" Because I'm a Catholic.
Hmm.
Um, Turned me away for a while,
Yeah.
and then from there, though, I completely like used my own discernment. I put my faith in Christ alone, not man. Got into the Word,
Hmm.
just really dived into it. But I agree with you 1,000%, where it's like we do have sin, but it's about having the Holy Spirit in us and falling and getting back up and at least striving to be a
Yeah.
man of God. Like I'm not better than you, like no one's better than anyone. We're
Yeah.
just on a mission, you know. That point that you said really
Yeah.
stuck. Like people message you on Instagram and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, it's 100%. Yeah, it's 100% factual. I mean, and not to toot any too many horns and upset anyone, but I go to church for nostalgia, if that makes sense. Like I go to a Catholic church here in Dallas, Texas called Holy Trinity for nostalgia. I do not, no offense to the priest, I do not give a shit what he says because he sins just like I do.
Yeah.
I worry about what the book says and what he says. And that is it because I've said it to, like I said on Instagram, people try to annoy me and keep coming. I'm just going to spread the good truth and the good news to you. But I've had Catholics hit me up being like, "Oh, you shouldn't be posting that stuff and posting fighting." I said, "Why not? God said, prepare your hands for battle, or your fingers for battle and your hands for war." Jesus said, "Sell your robe and buy a sword." He doesn't talk about murdering people, but he's talking about defending yourself, you know? And yes, I spread peace, love, and prosperity too, but I also don't want my Christian and Catholic brothers or brothers in Christianity overall to be a fucking bunch of pussies and babies and let stupid shit happen to the people they care about and love. Because Jesus wouldn't have done that, you know? We also remember we follow a God who walked into Jerusalem and flipped tables over, and he didn't hit anyone with a whip, but he whipped in their direction to scare the shit out of them, which he should have. They were breaking his father's law and their own law for Christ's sakes. They were, no pun intended, Christ's sakes on that one. But I go to church for nostalgia, and I gym hop, I church hop a lot. Like I want to go see what other people are doing. And when I do skip church on Sundays because I'm busy, I don't skip my prayer. I talk to him all day, every day. I think about it all the time. I literally, before I got on here with you, I was reading and watching a video on the book of Enoch and the Dead Sea Scrolls because I'm wanting to learn as much as humanly possible about everything, whether it be saints and prayer and Jesus and Moses and demons and Nephilim and Methuselah and Enoch and Adam and Eve. And I even look up the stuff on Lilith, the first unofficial, uncanon original woman, like the mother of demons or whatever, and the Jewish you know uh, book and their mythology of Lilith. Um, all that stuff interests me, like predating the flood and all that stuff. I just want to learn as much as possible so that I can create, like you said, create my own thoughts on my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I want to know everything that's out there that I, can understand and figure out, because knowledge is power on that stuff. And the more we know, maybe the more we can prepare for, and the more we can prepare other people for. Yeah.
Absolutely right. Yeah, I'm on a similar journey. Read through a little bit of Enoch with all the Nephilim and everything like that. I also kind of got into like in the 1540s, I think it was, when Martin Luther, added some words and took out some books. I wanted to go back and read some of them books,
Yep.
like Maccabees and
Yep.
all them older stuff, the Dead Sea Scrolls. That's super interesting to
Yeah.
me too. That book of Isaiah is in perfect intact condition, as well as I think a few other books
Yeah.
all that time.
Yeah. So the video I was watching tonight before I got on with you, the guy was talking about there's some book that's on display right now that's never been on display before. And I'm going to finish the video later. I'll send it to you.
Send it to me, yeah.
But it's really interesting stuff. And then one of the things, like talking about what you just said, Martin Luther, even King James removed words from the Bible. Like there's a recent, they have 100% undisputable evidence of it, that King James removed a passage about fasting, like fasting curing diseases and plagues of Old Testament shit or New Testament shit, like back in the day, though, at least 2,000 years ago, talking about fasting is your body's medicine. And it's the perfect example of it's sad to say it, but our corrupt medical society saying, oh, you need pills and medication and not fasting. I mean, Jesus fasted for 40 days and he didn't die. And he probably felt amazing once he got some water and food in him. But yeah, when I was reading that thing about the King James removed an actual passage about fasting, I've never done a 48 or 72-hour fast, but I kind of want to now. I want to see what that's all about. I've only ever done 24 hours, obviously cutting weight.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of a big baby when it comes to that stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if I can fast that long. If I do it, I'll be praying the whole time. I'll tell you that, because I know he'll help me get through it.
And you would get through it. Yeah, you would get through it. I knew you have the 265 is the limit. Do you have to cut it all or no?
Yeah, I don't. After the Parker Porter fight, I don't want to do it anymore because I had to cut 20 pounds, and I'm old now, dude. I'm 36. It sucks to say it, but that's old for a fighter. And I know, not to take anything away from Parker Porter. I know I broke my finger and he won. It was an amazing fight, but that cut, I hate to say it, that fucking kicked my ass. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm gonna try my absolute best. I'm down just 8 pounds right now, but I can't train super hard. I'm down 8 right now, and I want to walk at like 260, somewhere in between 263 and like 261 is what I want my walk around weight to be. Like I'm talking fully hydrated, fully eaten, fully everything. Like, because he didn't cut any weight and he beat me. And it's bullshit. I'm kidding. But yeah, I don't want to cut weight anymore because that 20 pounds, sucks. It sucks.
Yeah. Well, he says, just follow the God diet. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, anything that's natural, eat it. If it's processed, don't eat it. And I started trying to do that. Just try to cut out anything processed. Like my biggest weakness is diet soda. So that's my soda I die on. But
which is really bad for you, bro.
Terrible.
Diet sodas are really bad.
Terrible.
Yeah.
But maybe I don't know. If to try something like that, just go. You eat meat and everything, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, just go steaks, fruits, all natural.
I'm not Muslim, but I'm not a big fan of pork.
Me neither.
Like I don't know what it is. The Bible does say not to eat it because it's filthy. And I'm not a big fan of crustacean either, like shellfish, which weirdly enough, the Bible says not to eat that too. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of lobster or crab or even shrimp. I don't know. But yeah, I would definitely, for you, kick out that diet soda, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to be mean, but that you might pay for that one day.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, that's my weakness.
Yeah.
Diet Pepsis or diet Birch beers or stuff like that. But
yeah, I think my weakness is the amount of food.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is sometimes, man. My big ass, I just like, 2 whole pizzas should be good. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, what the? And then I get done and I'm like, what the hell was I thinking, man?
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna go eat 18 rolls of sushi and you know, I'm not a big dessert guy. Like my daughter knows it, even my ex-girlfriend knows it. I'm not a big dessert guy. I really only eat it for her birthday. You know, I skip ice cream and cookies and cakes and pie all the time, but I eat birthday cake once a year with my daughter. And I don't like chocolate. I don't like candy, so I'm okay there. I haven't had you'll like this. I haven't had soda since I was a freshman in high school.
Wow.
Swear to God.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I owe that all to my freshman football coach, Jason Philback.
What
He
did he
told
say?
us he was an art teacher. He was just an art teacher, but he was really healthy and he knew a lot of information on nutrition. And he was just like, guys, the way they make diet soda or regular soda, it's so terrible for you. It's so bad for you. He goes, I'm not going to tell you guys to put down, the pizza or the burgers, and I'm going to tell you guys try not to drink, but drink responsibly. But he goes, one thing I promise you, if you put down the soda, even the clear ones, you're going to play better, you're going to feel better, you're going to move better, you're going to live longer, your skin's going to look better, you're going to lose a little bit of that, what he called baby fat because we were freshmen. And it's like almost we had like a verbal contract that we're all like, okay. And I'm one of the only people, like, I think I am the only guy that stuck with it. Like every time I've drank in my adult life, it's mix it with club soda, which that bubbly water, I think is what it's called, or like a juice. Like I usually do like tequila. I used to do tequila and cranberry,
Yeah.
or vodka and orange juice, or club soda water, whatever it's called, or just and now like in my adult life now because I'm older. I haven't drank in over a year, and I'm going to try to keep not drinking. But like before, you can ask my ex girlfriend. She saw me drink a whole fifth of tequila straight. Like that's how I just drink. I drink. Yeah, I don't mix stuff. I stopped doing it long. Yeah, I stopped doing it a long time ago because then I found out that the cranberry and orange juice at the bars were full of sugar.
Yeah.
So I stopped doing that like when I was like 24, and I started using club soda water or just straight shots of tequila because I'm half Mexican on my mom's side.
Okay.
So I do love my tequila. Yeah.
Whatever you do it big. If it's eating, you get 2 pizzas. If it's drinking, it's a
Yeah.
whole tequila thing. If it's fighting, it's I'm getting this guy out in
Yeah.
15 seconds. Whatever you just do it big.
Yep. You got to. You got to. Jesus said live for him, so I try to.
I was gonna say, become a Christian,
Yeah.
run your own congregation. Whatever you do it big. You know? That's
Yep.
fair, bro.
That's the plan. Yeah.
Any so is there any rumored time? I think you may have told me, but is there any rumored time for that Texas card potentially? Where you may fight next?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I want to say it's going to be the next two months. I think is their plan.
Okay.
Because you know how they announced they're doing some cards. They're doing some cards back to back.
Yeah.
Like I think the Hawaii is it the Hawaii and Australia card are super close together.
I think so. I think so. I'm
I think.
off the top of my head.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think it's gonna be something like that for the Texas fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a few months, like 2 months or so.
Yeah.
Outside of
I would say 2 to 3 probably. You'll see me in the ring.
yeah. Outside of some of the guys you already mentioned, like Big Bang, Pitbull,
Mhm.
or Big Ben, excuse me. Outside of some of these guys, any other heavyweight contenders that you see coming up with some of the upper echelon guys?
Um, Not really. I mean, I'd love to because I respect him so much. I'd love to fight Corey Willis. Like I said, Bear Hill would be really fun to fight. I mean, besides Perdomo, Josh Watson, Parker Porter, fight him again. I'd love to finally fight Chase Gormley if they can get that figured out. I kind of want to just look around at like the guys that are ranked around me, like
Yeah.
because it doesn't make sense to go fight
Yeah, of course.
someone near the bottom or even the middle. Yeah. But I mean that's the fun thing about the fight game is everyone knows there's going to be a new guy probably next year that we'll be talking about. You know, that's the blessing and the fun and the exciting thing that makes this worthwhile is, you know, I could climb all the way to the top, and then in 2 years, there's going to be some crazy talented fighter, maybe better than me, that's edging it out and trying to come take my head off. Like,
Yeah, it's a
that's
fun
the
game.
fun part about it, you know. And like I said, it is, yeah, it is sad that Patrick Brady retired because I when I met him in Texas, because he came down for the Texas card, I remember shaking his hand, being like, "You're a solidly built dude. You'd be fun to fight. Like that'd be fucking cool." But you know, God bless him that he's gone out on top and a fucking Knucklemania legend after beating Bear Hill like that. And I'm happy for him. He looked happy when he retired, and that kind of, you know, hit me in the man heart. And I was like, you know, I got up, I stood up, and I was the only guy in my suite that stood up and clapped for him. So, and I was happy for him in that moment. But yeah, no, I'd rather fight guys near the top: Perdomo, Corey Willis, Parker Porter again, Josh Watson,
How about Mick Terrell?
you know, Bear Hill, those guys.
How
Oh
about
yeah,
Mick
fuck.
Terrell?
He's fucking British. I keep forgetting about him. I've called him out before.
Yeah.
I wanted to be his return. I wanted to be his return fight. I would have loved to have fought him. I hope he runs through this guy he's fighting, and then I'm gonna be like, come fucking fight me in Connecticut, New Jersey, Philly, Florida, wherever, somewhere on the coast. I'll meet you. I'll meet you there, so you don't have to fly too far. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fighting
I'd
Mark.
love to fight Vic Terrell. I keep forgetting about him. I feel bad.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
I just thought of him because he's fighting soon. That would be because he's up. Well, he's probably what top five to 10, former champion. So he's right there in the
Yeah,
mix.
he's got to be top five. Yeah. I want to say he's number two. It's Perdomo's number one. He's number two. Parker Porter's number three. Rothwell, it'll switch because Rothwell will drop to
Yeah.
he'll probably drop to like three or two. Yeah. But yeah, it'll move around a little bit. But then Brady's retiring, so he's going to be pulled out of the top 10 because he was in the top 10 like I am. Yeah, it'll be weird to see what happens. Yeah. But yeah, I'd love to fight Mick. It's no disrespect to him at all. We kicked their ass once in the Revolutionary War. I'd love to kick his ass again. So
That's one.
he can fight me in Philly. I that'd be awesome. Yeah.
You fight in Philly, the land where that was all settled too. The Revolution.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good promo right there. We got to clip that one and send it.
Yeah.
American
Clip that, send it to
Back
Mick Terrell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back part 2,
Yeah.
Revolution.
He'll win the fight too. What'd you say?
I said we'll do Revolution part 2, running back in Philadelphia, Knucklemania.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, they can call me, like I put it on a comment to Andre Arvalsky. I was like, I think I called myself the Texas Rocky after running the steps, and he can be the bearded Ivan Drago. So yeah, I'll fight Mick Terrell too. That'll be fun. I really really like Mick, but I hate to be a dick, but I don't think he could handle my power. I really don't think he could. I mean, he's a tough motherfucker, but if I hit him clean like Ben did, he's gonna go to sleep the same way. It's no disrespect because I know he was a champion. He's a good guy. Yeah.
Did you ever see did you ever
Mhm.
see the clip of Sylvester Stallone talking about Rocky being a Christian film? It was a short clip. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, because it starts in the first movie. It pans down from Jesus in that boxing gym where they fight. Yeah, yeah, I've
And
seen that before.
there's a Christian pastor, and he says, how can you mix fighting and Jesus? Like, it doesn't make any sense." And
Yeah,
Sly says, "Well, there comes a point in time where the crusader must emerge and defend the faith, and that's Rocky." But I thought
yeah.
it's true though.
Oh
Like
yeah, 100%.
people give you shit for fighting and being a Christian. I think it goes hand in hand, as long as the intention and the
Yeah.
discernment. But there comes a point in time where the crusader
Mhm.
must emerge, that warrior mentality.
Well, yeah. There's an old medieval quote where it says Christians were dragon slayers. I mean, we were fucking warriors a long time ago, and we need to be again. Not to ruffle any feathers, but especially what's happening in the world right now, Christians need to wake the fuck up and stop this woke ass bullshit of like, oh, we need to hug our neighbors. No, they're gonna shoot you or stab you. Like, no, you don't. Yeah, I don't want to give it away, but I'll tell you a little small hint. My next attire is going to be very crusade like. So it's kind
Oh,
of funny you just said that.
there we go. That's
Yeah,
bad.
I
That's
already have the
bad.
shorts made. I already have yeah.
I don't want
I
to.
already have everything ordered.
Don't tell
What'd you
me.
say you broke out?
Can you hear me?
Oh, I won't. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
don't tell me. But do you have a song picked out yet?
Uh no, I don't have a song yet. If you want to help me with it,
I'm gonna send you one.
I'll let you.
I'm gonna send you one. Tell me what you think of it. I'm gonna send you a song.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You have to check it out.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. Maybe it's meant to be. You brought it up with Rocky and I already have it. I already have it made. So, yeah.
It'll go viral too, in a good way. I'll send it to you. You have to tell me what you think.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay.
That's awesome. In general, what do you like to do just as a person, like for fun? Like outside of fighting, outside of reading the word, as a human, what do you enjoy doing?
I mean, I spend a lot of time with my daughter when I can. I obviously work out. I work at, well, not right now, but I was working at a couple of gyms, like training people and teaching boxing and kickboxing classes. That I'm going to be hunting for a new job soon too. Um, and then let's see, hiking, going to the beach, anywhere in the mountains. Reading. I'm a big movie guy. Like, another Christian film to bring up. J.R.R. Tolkien said so himself. Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit is very Christian basis. Beginnings off of it is what he said. I'm a big movie guy. Other than that, I'm pretty boring. Yeah, I'm pretty boring. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't go partying. I don't go to the clubs. Um, yeah, I eat a lot of food like we talked about, and my circle of people is pretty small. Like I hang out with a very, very small, select few people.
For sure.
It's like a girl that I met in Philly. Yeah, a girl I met in Philly asked me what was my favorite place to vacation or travel to, and I was like, I don't have a favorite place. I have my favorite people, like especially my daughter, and wherever she is, that becomes my favorite place to be. Is obviously with her or around my small circle of people.
No, it's the warrior life, just keeping it simple. What made you? I knew you said you played football. What made you actually get into fighting?
So I actually started martial arts when I was 7 years old.
Oh wow.
Is a weird story. Yeah. Let me put my phone on. There we go. It was a There we go. It was a weird story, a weird situation. I was walking home from elementary school, and this like I don't know if you've ever been to Kansas City. Like Kansas City is not safe. Like it's pretty fucking dangerous there. Um, I was walking home, and for my KCK, my Kansas City, Kansas people, they know Wyandotte is not safe. And I was walking home from elementary school, and this like straight up crackhead asked. He wasn't like violent, but he did grab my backpack. He had asked me for money and then tried to take my backpack. And I was always a big kid, so God bless him and everything because he set me on a good path. He might have just been tweaked out and like wasn't trying to scare me too bad because I think he thought I was older. But like I was in like fucking kindergarten and I freaked out and ran home. And or I wasn't walking from school. I was walking from the bus stop. Correction, from the bus stop. My parents would have not have let me walk home from school. I was walking from the bus stop, and he came out of some like fucking bushes. It was really weird. And I ran home, called my dad. He called the police. I gave him the description. They think they found him. They weren't sure, but my dad just was like, I don't want my son around it anymore. We're not gonna like I was never taken to the police station and do an eyewitness. I think they just probably, if they found him, they put the fear of God in him and was like, don't fucking grab a little kid ever again. But that next day, my dad took me to a karate dojo and I enrolled in karate and started doing karate, taekwondo, did some, high school wrestling, got third in state in the summer division, and then boxed a little bit, was playing around with MMA in high school as well, did some Brazilian jiu-jitsu in college, just for fun. I was just a white belt. I never like ranked up because I was playing Division I football at the same time. And then got home from college football and started training boxing and MMA to lose weight. And then took my first MMA fight on a dare on like 10 days notice and knocked the guy out in the first round and never stopped.
Where'd you play college football at?
So I played at Fort Scott Community College for a year and a half, and we had gone to the national championship and lost to Cam Newton when he was at Blinn. And then I had guys like Jason Pierre-Paul and Levante David on my team. And then I went to East Carolina University and was there for a little bit, and then I blew my knee out, and unfortunately I played football again.
That's a journey though. That's was it like one of them schools that's on Last Chance
Yep.
U? Like the Last Chance U, like JUCOs, where you have like Cam Newton, you have these top tier guys, but they're playing JUCO. All
Yeah.
trying to do well. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was one of the. We played, I think, some of those schools. Yeah, it was like in the playoffs because the junior college had playoffs back then, and D1 didn't. But yeah, it was. Yeah, Last Chance U is 100% accurate. Like it's rough. It's harder. I think it's harder than Division I football because I became a spoiled little brat when I got to Division I. Like I almost wish I never went D1 because it was almost like we became like soft. We really did.
What do you think of like all the new stuff with college sports, like the NAI or the what do you call it, the NA deals or the where they're paying kids now?
Oh, the pay.
The pay to
I think
play.
it's absolutely stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's absolutely stupid. Yeah, you're getting paid with a free education.
Yeah.
Like, that's absolutely absurd that there's college quarterbacks making $1 million.
More than the coach. So how do you have authority if you're the coach
Yeah.
and your quarterback's
Yeah.
making more than you are? You know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You lose authority. I think it should stop. I mean, these kids aren't wasting their careers. They're getting paid to play football and get a free education. My my pay, my education costs $27,000 a year, and I was getting free food, free books, free board, and the limelight of being a Division I football player. Which, as you know, free drinks, free food, and a lot of fun. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, they don't need the money, and yeah, they don't know. No.
What did you study? What was your major?
Criminal justice,
Did you want to become a police officer?
which I don't. I was going to, but I ended up fighting instead.
Yeah, it's better. That sounds better to me. Rather do that than be nowadays.
Yeah, it sounds
Especially.
a lot better.
Yeah, nowadays
Yeah.
especially. Yeah, there's law enforcement in
Yeah.
my family too. It's tough. It's really tough nowadays with how everything is.
Yeah.
Picked a good choice.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think I've got, well, he's what is it called? It's, I call him Uncle Rick. He's on my mom's side. I think he's like one of her cousins. He's a sheriff in Kansas. And then my dad's older brother is a sheriff in Kansas. So yeah, they're very, very hard on everything right now. It's not fun, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Fuck, one of my buddies I played at Fort Scott with, to bring that up. His name's Elijah Ming. He was murdered in KC earlier this year. He was I think he wanted to say he was a second string tight end on the Fort Scott team that I played on. He had a domestic abuse phone call, walks in, and he was black, so I think it was some racist shit going on because the perp was white, and the guy just fucking unloaded on him, and he died. Yeah.
Terrible.
That happened right around when I broke. Yeah, right around when I broke up with my ex girlfriend, he got murdered. It was really really shitty situation.
Man, we're in the days of Noah, brother. We all got to stay strong.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. Do what Jesus said. I'm not selling my robe. I fought Parker Porter and I'm going to get a sword or, I'm going to get a gun.
Yeah, yeah. Well, awesome,
Yeah.
brother. Where can so people that want to follow you or get behind you or they watch this and they want to follow your career, where can they find you? What's all your social medias and everything like that?
Yeah. So it's just Anthony Garrett on Facebook. And then on Instagram, it's Anthony the Warrior of Christ. And then I do want to bring up one thing. And he always asks me not to, name drop him too much, just name drop his organization. But I partnered up with him right before the Parker Porter fight, and you'll like it. It's a really cool organization. It's called Veterans for Child Rescue, and it's veteransforchildrescue.org. And they basically do what we all need to be doing and go after child sex trafficking and child predators, either be online or in person. And man, he's shared with me some. I have a daughter, so it's obviously very sensitive. He's shared with me some scary fucking information, but they're very proud of it, and I'm proud of them for it. They have 100% conviction rate on everyone they've helped arrest. That's how diligent these guys are. And it's all nonprofit. They take, donation. They don't pay themselves. I did not charge him, nor will I ever charge him to wear his logo. But I just started work with them like literally like a week before the Parker Porter fight. So when I had said yes to help him, I was fighting Chase Gormley, and then literally a day or two later, I was like, oh, I'm fighting Parker Porter, and now I'm the main event. So, um, yeah, it's a really good organization. It's if you go back and watch me walk out or the weigh-ins, it's on my hat. It's a little eagle logo. I threw it to somebody in the audience, and it was cool because the guy that caught it hit me up on Instagram. He was like, what is this? I said, it's, Veterans for Child Rescue. Look it up and donate since you got the hat, like, help them out. And I'll be repping them again in my obviously upcoming, my next fight, probably all my future fights, because it's with it, having a daughter, it hits really close to home. And all these guys are like legit vets, like they're Navy SEALs, Army Rangers, Green Beret, Delta Force, and they're all Christians. They're good men, the kind of guys that we need in this world. And I want to be a part of it and be one of them till the day I die.
That's great. I'll put the link in the description too, and I'll put it up and I'll
Yeah.
post it, the walkouts
Yep.
with the logo and everything like that. Do you
Yeah, that
question,
works.
do you sell any gear like when you have fights coming up? Like, do you do any like Warrior of Christ gear with their logo or anything like that?
I'm going to for my next fight. I've got a couple of guys that I'm going to partner with that are going to actually do like a Warrior of Christ shirt. One will be like more Jesus related. One's going to be more me related. I wanted to only do the Jesus related stuff, but he was like, "Hey, for media stuff and to push your brand, you got to do one for you too." And I said, "Well, it needs to say if it's going to be a picture of me, it better say Jesus saves and the Warrior of Christ underneath. Like, I don't want it to be. I don't want a shirt with just my face on it. Like I want it to either be representing Jesus or representing Veterans for Child Rescue or representing the BKFC, because the BKFC, first of all, is giving me the platform to fight and share Jesus's name. Jesus has given me everything that I can to fight and still be living to this day. And then I want to partner with organizations like Veterans for Child Rescue that it means something. And I don't want to just like wear, I'll, no offense to the guys that do or the ladies that do. I will never wear OnlyFans on my fight shorts. I will never wear it on my t-shirt. I will let them post it all they want, and good for you. I'm not the one judging you. He is. So, yeah, I'm never gonna do that. You'll never see me wearing OnlyFans or anything like that. I want to be myself and me only, and rep and do what I love and care about, and that's it. Yeah.
Of course, you want to give the glory to Christ, of course. But at the
Yep.
same time, too, you should make like a logo for yourself, do your own shirt.
Hmm.
Because just like you said, going back to the dream that you had, setting the world on fire too, with your
Yeah.
popularity rising even more so, maybe even outside of BKFC realms, and people see you speak and victory speeches and start to wear the gear, it could just lead more
Yep.
people to Christ. So I
Yeah,
would
that's actually yeah. It's exactly what the guy said. The shirt deal guy. He was like that. He said the exact same thing. Because he's a Christian too. He's like, no, we got to do both. Like, you got to do both. And I'm like, all right, I got you. It makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
that'd be great. As soon as you do too, put it on Instagram and I'll grab one and a bunch of people that
Oh
I know
yeah.
grab one. It'll be awesome.
100%, man. I appreciate it.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for your time, Anthony. I really enjoyed it tonight. Appreciate you doing the podcast.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was really good talk, man. I really enjoyed talking to you. And I want to give a shout out. The only person that matters besides Jesus to me is my daughter, Lucy Joe. She doesn't know that her daddy fights yet, but I always give her a shout out so one day I can go back and show her my fights, my interviews, and know that she's always in my heart and always on my mind, and I'm always thinking about her. That's what my tattoo is. It's a yellow rose that says Lucy Joe and has a little princess crown on it.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, thank you so much for your time,
Mhm.
brother. I really, really appreciated it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, thank you, man. God bless, man. Have a good night, okay?
You too, brother.